I don't know what this guy's doing, but join us this Sunday on YouTube, on our YouTube page, bFb Cowboys, bFb DFW, search us up, and subscribe to the channel where we will be having our Dallas Cowboys versus LA Chargers post-game show with me, EA, and Billy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
Why's that?
It's gonna be a tough one.
It might be a tough one, but also before we get there, we have a special.
Like three and a half, right?
Yeah, we have a special guest in the studio right now. You hear him every time you go to the AAC. Don't worry, we're gonna get him to do
unless you don't.
Yeah, we're gonna only if he's not there or something. But you know, but he's gonna be doing the performance later that I wanted to do to clear some things up later.
Acting
on.
now?
No. It's something that he does in the game that I want him to do in the studio for Twitter, Facebook, and everybody.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm in off-season mode. I may not be.
Yeah,
up to
I just
it.
got something. But joining us, and not only is he the voice of the AAC now, he is now the voice, Billy, of NBA 2K22.
Woo!
How you doing, man?
Look at you. Doing pretty good.
My God.
So you're signing deals and getting the voice. Now you are immortalized into a video game.
On the ground, baby.
You will
all day, every day.
No matter what happens, if anybody wants to know you, all they got to do is go buy NBA 2K22.
That's simple.
Now, are you?
And then there's a thing called YouTube. Apparently, I'm in the YouTubes.
Yeah,
there you go.
So let me ask you a question: are you old school? As you know, are you buying the game physically, or are you downloading it?
You mean for me personally?
Yeah. What are you doing? Because now I'm sure you have to have this game now since you're.
So I have a copy or two of it. So I will. I'm a physical. Usually for some games I'm physical, but for most stuff I'm digital nowadays. Like I got sucked into the Destiny 2 Black Hole for like a year, and that was straight download. It just depends.
So how do you feel being a part of a video game?
It's pretty cool.
See, you can now just go up to now you're on the same level as Luca.
No.
No. Well, trust me, we'll get into that here.
Tap the brakes on that already. No, it's really cool to get to be it's kind of surreal though. It's really weird.
I'm friends with a guy that's in a video game. There we go.
Awesome. Who? You know a guy?
You know a guy?
Like which team?
Listen.
That's a good point.
You're my Uncle Sean. Come on.
But before we get there, we got to talk about something that's going down on Sunday, Billy. A game that I really want to get your opinion on, seeing how you're so you're not so happy with the way the last game was played. So I'm interested in you. What do the Cowboys need to do in this game to get the dub for you?
What does Dak Prescott need to do? Because that's all he focuses on.
He's Teflon here in the city, so I'm not even gonna mess with him. I want to make it to my car after the show.
Hashtag yak.
Yeah. What do they need to do? I said it last night while I was with Big Game.
Sir, why don't you talk in your microphone?
Oh, sorry. While I was doing a little gathering with Big Game James.
I saw that last night.
The Cowboys, the biggest thing for them, they're going to have to be able to block it up for Dak Prescott. Coaching is going to be key. Okay, they're going to have some level of coaching that's going to allow Terrance Steele to get help on that offensive line. Huge help. Also, the disposition that they play with. They got to come out with a nasty attitude and play this game. Can't come out there on that bullshit. Nasty, physical football is what's going to win this game. They got to take it to the Chargers early and often. That's it.
So the defense doesn't do anything?
It wouldn't hurt if Ezekiel Elliott rushed for 133 yards.
Well,
that would be helpful.
And
Prescott threw for 403 yards, 58 passes. He can't be throwing the ball 58 times.
Okay,
every
but
game
that was but that was necessary because the Tampa Bay defensive line said, "No, you're not going to run the football."
But if you can't rush for 33 yards
against the number one rush defense in the league,
if you can't
have
rush,
2 running backs.
You have 2 running backs, and you can't rush for more than 33 yards.
I'm fine with whatever the defense gives us. The defense wants to stop the run. I don't care. I'm going to destroy you in your secondary.
If they stop go Pollard. I mean, just
do you find ways to get your
You're right, but I understand that. And listen, I don't think that's going to be a problem going forward. I think now I will say this though, I'm not going to be up in arms because of the balance. Again, it's not you don't have to have a perfect. Everyone keeps talking about it has to be 22-22 on either side. No, it needs to be a balance for sure. I get that, but you go and attack what the defense is giving you. You make a strategy. You say if you want to stop the run, fine. Well, I'll just kill you over there. And again, it doesn't have to be actual runs. Short passes, screens. Now, if Kellen Moore wants to institute those kind of things,
I love it.
I don't see him bringing in the West Coast anytime soon. It wouldn't be a bad idea in a game like that.
Well, you might need to because the only good news is that Zach Martin's back, and so he's back, and so your run game does get better there because Zach Martin's your best run blocker, and even Ezekiel Elliott said it before the Bucs game. It runs through him.
Where's that going to line up?
At guard, he's not going to go play tackle.
Terrance
Steele.
All right.
Isn't that the guy who kind of had something to do with our guy's ankle getting snapped last year?
No,
Terrance Steele.
That was he was on a run. Come on,
I'm just saying.
I thought he was running.
He was running because of Terrance Steele.
Because of Terrance Steele. I mean, just wanted to throw that out there.
But aren't you all? And I'm going to get.
I thought he was going to almost let Andy Dalton get decapitated.
He was.
He was.
So I do remember that. Yeah. I'm not a fan of putting him on that side.
I'm seeing Chaz Green, Atlanta Falcons memories coming back. Terrible. Then again, that was Garrett, so maybe Garrett.
The only side I want him on is the sideline. I don't want him on my quarterback's line.
You don't have another option.
I was trying to say that Joey Bosa likes to line up way outside.
Wide, yeah.
Yeah, he likes to go wide, and so that's going to throw off Terrance Steele if he's going one-on-one on him. So if that happens, Zeke's got to be right there to help block.
And that's another thing. I think Zeke and Pollard and everybody in the tight ends, Schultz and Jarwin, better learn how to block because it's going to be all hands on deck. But, guys, we're missing the biggest thing we're missing. It doesn't matter about the offense because I think Dak can get it done on the offensive end. DeMarcus Lawrence is out for majority of the season now. Randy Gregory is most likely still going to be in COVID protocols. You don't have a pass rush. And this guy, Mr. Herbert, what do you like to call him? J Money?
Yeah, J Herbert.
J Herbert.
He hasn't done enough to earn a nickname. Just so you know.
Well, he's going to have a nickname this week.
Did you hear Billy's nickname for Dak Prescott? What? QB1.
Oh.
Yeah, QB1 is his nickname.
Well, this other QB1's about to light up.
Yeah, QB1.
If we don't get any kind of sense of any kind of pass rush on him, Anthony Brown.
Oh boy!
Another burnt toast is going to be coming our way.
The Cowboys did draft a pretty good defensive player this year.
Micha Parsons.
Maybe throw him in a little blitz package.
I would say defensive tackle. Have him be where Lawrence usually is, and have him just stand up and then blitz.
He's the type of player that could make an offense be aware of where he is.
Yes, game plan.
I'm glad you brought that up, Uncle Sean, because
he ain't gonna have 4 sacks,
right?
But he'll make Herbert sweat.
Yeah, he'll rush the.
I like that thinking because you have the depth, and now you can go and say, okay, well, we'll move Micah down here. Then you put in.
I don't want him on the line. I don't want him straight line.
Okay, well, see, what I was thinking is you move him at because he is a traditional pass rusher anyway. That's what he started out as. You put him on the line, and then you put LVE, and you put in what's this called, Keanu Neal out there.
Yeah.
And put him. I'm not putting Jalen out there, but other than that, you put those other two guys.
I don't want Parsons' hand in the dirt though.
Okay, so you want him
just standing
lined
up?
I want him just look right at Herbert.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm coming for you.
That is the only.
I'd actually let him run. Let him go. Just pick a side.
Yeah.
And let him go.
See, that would be
that's what I would do.
Hopefully, your guy, Mr. Was it DQ, Mr. Dan Quinn?
DQ.
DQ.
Yeah, because he wants to give him out blizzards. So they can give out blizzards.
He did not give out any blizzards.
No, he did not. Anthony Brown was giving blizzards.
He got that hunger buster put on him.
Somebody broke out the dilly bars.
Yeah. Put that hunger buster.
He was running like he had a hunger buster in
all day long.
Yes,
like somebody dropped the dude.
Yeah.
God, man.
Don't think I haven't eaten a Dairy Queen this week.
Steak fingers are pretty delicious.
They are.
Throw that out there.
Throw that gravy on
there. And the only place I got steak fingers was there, and of course, for some reason, in second grade in the cafeteria.
Yeah. Oh, gravy day? Those were great.
Gravy.
Listen, Dairy Queen, if you can hear the sound of my voice, you got to get some mashed potatoes in that thing. I don't want fries with my steak fingers. I want mashed potatoes.
With that gravy.
Throw that in there.
Yeah, all right, so if I'm kind of glad that we have some. Hopefully, the defensive plan is to use Micha Parsons to move around.
Sure.
The secondary is still a mess. Donovan Wilson's also out, by the way.
Yeah,
he's dealing with a groin injury now. Malik Hooker looks to probably get his first play time. Now, are we excited about that?
I am. I was very excited when we picked up Malik Hooker. He's an elite level talent.
You would be excited about getting Hooker.
Well, yeah, of course, always.
EA just has
1999.
Shouldn't you be excited about getting Hooker?
Like you got to pay.
Yeah, man. But I don't normally have to pay for that, man. But I tell you what, Malik Hooker, I like the fact that we got him. He's an elite level talent, man. He's been injury prone, but I think give him a chance, man. He's a playmaker.
Happened KC, and here's the thing: KC didn't look like he was. Everyone told me KC was supposed to be this guy. You know, aside from the injuries, he did make plays when he played in Atlanta. So what I want to know is what happened. Is he still adjusting to it? Is he still adjusting to this team? It seems like I didn't see. But you know what? To be fair, outside of Trayvon Diggs, I didn't see a lot of the secondary. Secondary last week was non-existent.
Well, you went up against an elite group last week too, so that might not be the best assessment that we're going to get. I mean, you know, like I say, man, give it week 5, week 6.
Also, and I saw this argument. Our good friend Jeff Gavin got called out for it because maybe are we not by some Chargers people? Are we not overlooking the Chargers?
I heard one of the defensive guys actually called was offensive defensive guy. He called out the Cowboys defense. From what I saw,
yeah, I'm hearing a lot of things about this Chargers offense. Like,
they
had talent.
They made comments.
Keenan Allen said the Buccaneers had so much fun going up against the defensive backs of the Cowboys.
Okay, Keenan Allen.
That's who it was. Okay, that's who it was.
So I'm not really scared.
That's Ken Folk too, by the way. Man, we got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I mean, I watched this guy thrash us on Thanksgiving a couple years ago. On Thanksgiving when we played the Chargers.
He's really a top talent wide receiver.
Yeah.
And also now
his quarterback was Phillip Rivers. That's why he didn't get no shot.
Here's why I'm worried. They're running back, and here's the thing: the Cowboys, regardless if you had DeMarcus Lawrence or not, we were going to struggle against the run. Austin Eckler is a hell of a running back, not only in the running game, but he's also a great pass catcher. So that's the thing. Eckler is going to be, to me, the biggest sticking point for Herbert and the Chargers offense. So let me go around. Let me go first to Uncle Sean because Uncle Sean is an expert.
See the pressure.
So, and you're the way he switched from the NFL to the NBA because he called me an expert.
Right. So here's why you're an expert though, because you're over there at that AT&T Stadium.
I am game day. I'm in the building.
Yeah, you're in the building. And are you sitting with Sean? Yeah. Miss Poster. Yeah. So you guys up there? What's that on the top level?
Yeah, on the very top level. Pre-game and the halftime.
Are you getting ready for Monday night? Because that's gonna be your first, right?
27th. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof, it's getting me close. So what do you think? What's your gut feeling this Cowboys team going into the Chargers game? Do you think can we get a win?
It's gonna be tough, man.
I will say this:
I was supposed to have the Chargers polo on tonight.
The optimism of the almost beating the Super Bowl champion has faded, and I am now in panic mode because if we lose this game, it's 0-2, and that's a tough thing to get.
0-2 would be bad.
Yeah,
0-2 would be bad. I actually think the Cowboys are going to win this game.
It's a must. It's almost a must win.
Yeah, but every game's a must-win game. They really are.
I felt week 1 was a must-win game because,
and they almost did. So.
I know, and I felt like that because I feared this team coming into week 2, and I was like, I don't want to start the season off 0-2. That's what my concern is.
Yeah, well, you could start off 1-1, 2-0, 0-2. People are still going to talk the same panic. The sky's falling. Everybody lives in fear. Everything's going to be bad. There's just one injury away. If that goes, every time that goes out of the pocket, people are going to be holding their breath, biting their fingernails and their toenails.
Especially Billy. I mean, he already does.
Everybody's going to panic every single time.
Remember last year when Brady got destroyed by New Orleans in Week 1, and then you're all like, "Oh, is he washed up?" And then all of a sudden, some Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. I already knew that was going to happen. When I found out the Super Bowl was in Tampa Bay, I was like, the NFL is not going to not have the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay while Tom Brady's there.
I think Dallas wins on.
I think they win.
It's not going to be. I mean, it's going to be another 2-3 point game. It's going to be another 2-3 point game.
It's going to be a nail biter. We're going to Sunday afternoon on the post game show. You'll see me. I'm going to have my hair out of my.
And just an open bottle of Patron. Straight from the bottle.
I wanted to,
not even a glass.
And I wanted to
out the jug.
Straight out the bottle.
I wanted to point something out here that Billy was saying when he's talking about we need all these big plays and everything like that. So I went back and did some research. I got in the lab.
You in the lab?
Oh, hold on. I gotta say, it never ends well for you whenever Walt starts a sentence. I did some research.
Yeah,
it never ends well.
Well, I got one of these bets up off of you because
I know. We'll talk about that in a minute.
But Billy was saying about how the big plays, whatever, and I went back and I looked at basically under the Mike McCarthy era for Dak Prescott, only one game for Dak Prescott have the Dallas Cowboys not put up like 38 points. 30 to 38 points since Mike McCarthy has taken over. and that was the Rams game last year. But every other game after that, like they scored 30
points,
30 plus points. After that, even the game where Dak hurt his ankle, they scored 30, and then he comes back this first game and they scored 30.
The only problem is that that's still a limited experience. It's only been 1 year, and that was.
But I'm saying like their first 5 or 6 games.
Yeah,
it was 30. It was 30 plus points. Like it was not. The Rams game was the only one
pace for 6,000 yards.
Yeah.
If he was breaking records at that point,
I think he could have possibly been in the contention for MVP last year.
Well,
if
not,
he didn't
not
get
if they weren't winning though.
Yeah, that's the thing. They weren't winning, so they probably wouldn't give him the MVP if they weren't winning.
But, I mean,
but
He's getting big numbers.
Yeah, I mean,
that's probably all pro.
Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah, he's been all pro, but MVP not with the.
And that's tough.
Not on a 500.
No, and also it's tough to get all pro because even 2014. I know Joe's getting mad because I mentioned 2014 again, but 2014, Tony Romo. It was a great year. Tony Romo had great numbers, but because Aaron Rodgers was also Aaron Rodgers, he got second team all pro. And that's even something that he even gets second team sometimes.
Okay, so here it is right here.
Unanimous.
Against the Rams, they scored 20 points. The Falcons 40. The Seahawks 38. The Browns they put 38 up, and then the Giants they put up 37.
And if your defense actually played well in any of those games, they might have won. But the defense was atrocious last year.
Yeah, because the Falcons put up 39. Seahawks put up 38. The Browns put up 49. And the Giants put up.
You remember that?
Oh, we won that Giants game.
You know how this is what COVID did to us because. That Falcons game, do y'all remember? That was the game where we won because of a weird onside kick.
The watermelon kick.
Watermelon kick. Yeah.
And so we won that game, and I forgot that we did that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay. And then I forgot how bad the Falcons were.
Yeah, well, and I was going to say, in all fairness, Walt, I mean, that's great they put up those numbers, but who the hell are those guys defensively? Think about it. What did we do against, like, well, I mean, Dak didn't get that far, but
okay, so then after that, they put up 31 points on the Vikings and won. They put up there was another team they put up
41 against San Francisco.
Yes, that's who it was. They put up 41 against San Francisco for the win. And the Eagles they put up 37 in that win.
See, the Cowboys offense, that's why this week I'm not worried about it because even with Terrance Steele, and that's going to be an issue. Overall, I think the Cowboys offense is
you see it because there's a bunch of 16, 17, 19s, 9, 3, and that's because Andy Dalton was quarterbacking.
Right, yeah.
But other than that, I mean, those were your...
If Terrance Steele is going to be an issue for sure, but offensively it's not an issue. Overall,
they put 30 on the Bengals.
I think the DeMarcus Lawrence, I think, do you guys agree? Do you think going forward, I think the Cowboys do need to make a trade? And I think they need to either they're going to go find somebody that's old veteran like Olivier Vernon, if he's still out there. I'm not sure if he's signed with the team yet. Someone like that to bring in just to cushion the blow, or go for a trade. That guy, my guy Connor from I think it's Blogging the Boys. He wrote something about it. He said bring that. There was a guy in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, they got that healthy scratch, that young defensive end there. He's not getting any starts. They're not really playing him much. I'm like, if you can finagle a trade there and try to bring him in, because to me, 6 to 8 weeks, and everyone said that's the minimum. We don't even know. That could be most of the season.
It could be a setback.
It could be.
Yeah.
And foot injuries are weird, You're
they are.
off the thing. So I think that they should try to go get somebody. I don't know if Steven's willing.
Well, I was going to say Steven's going to say.
For a man that large, that foot injury
huge,
probably going to last all season. He's probably going to. It's going to be like.
Well, his surgery was a success this morning.
Had that Jones fracture.
Yeah.
And he could never get back from it.
No.
And Lawrence weighs 70 pounds more than him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of stress.
Try 100
on a freshly healed.
See, that's what scares me then. So then, is Stephen Jones willing to open up the penny, the penny book?
I don't think. What's our cap space like? I don't think we have any money.
They can make money.
They already opened up cap space with Dak's deal.
I thought that was to give Randy Gregory his deal. I thought it was, but I guess not.
Well, I mean,
Randy needs to come out and play.
You got young guys out there, man. I mean, it's time to see what Bradley and I and some of these guys can do, man. It's time to see that.
Yeah, I was happy we got him in the 5th round.
Basham and I combined have about 10.5 sacks between them, and I think one of them has 7. So
yeah, I mean, you just got to give these guys. You can't just because what are you saying to the rest of your team? Okay, oh damn, we got to go make some trade to get a defensive lineman here. I mean, that's what you got these guys for. You got to give them a chance to play.
There's a reason you have more than one player at each position.
I understand that,
but let these guys play.
But when you look at it, you see, here's the thing: depth is fine. Maybe if it's 1 or 2 games.
Unless you don't trust your second and third string guys,
which we know they don't.
Then you've got a front office issue.
Yeah,
We've always
been
had
had that. Yeah.
If your second string,
We're 20 years deep.
if you panic when a starter gets hurt outside of the skill positions, so when you panic when a lineman gets hurt, you have not done a good job.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if they are panicking or not, but they're not showing us they are because they're not doing anything. Maybe
they're okay with what they got, ride or die.
I don't know if they should. I'm panicking a bit.
But it's one game. You're one game into a 18-game, 47-game season. How many games are they playing this year?
17.
Who knows? You're one game in.
Hopefully,
you're right.
And you had now. This week's team is not as talented as last week's team because of the injuries, right?
It's not.
But if you can't trust your second-string guys,
then what's the point of the season?
What's the point of having second-string guys if you can't trust them?
I also think that if you don't trust listen, my thing is if you lose DeMarcus Lawrence, okay, yeah, he's a big part of your team. But if DeMarcus Lawrence was the key for your Super Bowl aspirations, then you're wrong. Exactly. And so we need to make sure that these guys go on. Now, if we go out and lose and we're 0-2,
he's a big part and key.
Are you sure? Because everybody says he's overpaid and all that. You notice how funny it is, like the media. Everybody talks about how overpaid and how he hasn't done this. And now he's hurt. It's a big story.
If you don't think Tank is playing good football, you don't know why. You don't know football.
No, I think Tank is a very important.
The only reason I say
is because he's not the difference between Super Bowl teams.
No,
but everybody's acting like because he hadn't got a sack or something like
he's not good. No,
to be fair, true. Your quarterback goes down. That's the biggest indicator.
Of course,
that's it. Now, Cowboys fans, I know we're all panicking. We're all panicking.
We're not panicking.
I'm not.
No, but I naturally panic.
Yeah, you got to stop doing it.
Because I don't have to suit up.
I panic all the time.
You're good on Sunday, huh?
I will say this, though. We're not the Baltimore Ravens. They're going injury after injury, and they're all season-ending injuries. They're all tearing their ACLs.
They need to do an investigation into those trainers.
They might.
I mean, those trainers should know how to get them to stretch correctly and everything.
Well, his quarterback, he has a bathing issue.
Well,
has nothing to do with his game.
The difference in the Ravens and some of these other teams that are able to continue on after sustaining injuries, man, their front office actually builds a team the correct way. The Cowboys are top-heavy. We want all the skilled players, but behind them, God forbid anything happens, there's nothing behind them. Nothing.
I take offense to that, Mr.
Well, Billy, I just want to let you know something. Your mouth has gotten you in a lot of trouble here lately. I do have it confirmed here that next Tuesday, Q is coming in studio here to set some things.
That's your mentor.
Straight with you next to he's not happy about your broadcast.
Q came out here and was stood on a he was basically like on a table, claiming for you.
Yeah,
like you're the next.
You're next to big raised thing. About you behind the scenes. Billy's a guy. Billy's a great guy. I love commentary, but here lately he's not been a fan, so he's got to come in studio to set you straight, man.
Because Uncle Sean, I don't know if you know this, if you saw our last episode, but he continued since Thursday night's game. Billy has been not only attacking the good name of Mr. Prescott, but changing his argument every week, every time somebody pushes back on him.
Yeah,
I'm not changing anything.
Brought in a soon-to-be wife and mother of two into this foolishness that he's spewing out here. Doing just mind her own in San Antonio, doing her own thing, and he brought her into this.
I saw that on Twitter. I was like, why are you even bothering her? Why are you
well, because she first off, she gives great insight.
Right.
She gives great insight. So I wanted to see what she had to say.
That's right. You could have brought her into this foolishness.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't have to stay.
And I had to apologize to her on your behalf.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. At this point, like I said, I'll be
right. As we wrap
this
up, all I have to say is you stick to your guns.
You know what?
And I mean literally.
I tell you what. Within 6 weeks, okay, we'll be revisiting this conversation. Hopefully, we'll have the same panel right here, and I want you guys to just come back one at a time and say, "Billy, you were right."
Well, that's not going to happen.
I
can tell you, for me, that's not going to happen. I want to go ahead and take myself out of that campaign.
Walt won't be showing up for that.
I'll be here. I'm just not going to do it.
It's so weird.
I'm busy around it.
Yeah. I've got 100. I've got $100 American dollars. Okay. That says we will be having this conversation 5-6 weeks from now. You'll be like, you know what? You're right about what you're saying.
As far as, hold on. What are you going to be right about what you said?
Yeah, what specifically?
Well, just the way things are with QB1 and the team as a whole, the offense. They're going to put up numbers. They're going to put up numbers, but are they going to win? There's going to be times
And that's QB1's fault.
It's not all his fault, but he is the leader. It's just like if this show goes to shit, right? Mm-hmm. Who's everybody gonna look at? You. No, this guy. This guy right here.
Actually, that's the leader. I would personally go find the person responsible, and that's you.
Yeah, well, I'm here too.
It's not Vosh, we know that.
No. That's the guy.
So if Zerline makes one of those field goals,
right, we win the game.
Doesn't matter. Still, he still didn't get his yak.
If he makes that field goal, then all of a sudden everything, the 403 yards, the 3 touchdowns.
That's still valid. That's still good. It's still good. It's not
7
bad.
yards average,
But it still wasn't off big plays. It was all conservative play calling.
And apparently Billy does understand that in the NFL, 20-plus yards or more is considered big plays. But for Billy...
what about a slant?
The Chargers had 3 receivers that had plays of over 20, and they had, I think they had 7 receivers with plays of 10 yards or more.
Yeah.
Could be a problem.
It could, yeah. But
we have better talent than them offensively.
But Billy thinks that no matter what, it has to be. First of all, he likes in the air. He loves that because his guy. He wanted to trade for Matt Stafford. He said that Matt Stafford is a better quarterback.
Yeah, 21-26, 321.
20 or 26 between him and Sean.
320.
Hey, what do we got next?
You have just getting warmed up. You should hear what he says about Luka when Luka plays. Oh, you should definitely hear about that.
No.
Oh, it's not.
If you're saying that, then
if you think the Dak Prescott criticism is something, just wait until you hear what he says about Luka.
I hold great players.
Chill out. You're on that same little thing with him.
I'm not on there saying I am critical of him, and sir, this guy. I mean, he goes in on Luka.
You should have seen during the playoffs on. Good God.
Yeah, I was like, dude. He.
Hold on.
Wins.
Let me give you.
Okay.
Y'all are getting a little wild. Let me get a little control of this. First off, forgot to say when I first got here. You see all 5 of us sitting here, close to each other. We're not wearing masks. You know why that's possible? Because we're all vaccinated.
Yeah.
Get the damn shot. Quit being stupid.
Okay. All right.
Number 2, let's talk some Mavericks.
Yes, that's exactly what we got next.
Right. Yeah, let's do
that's exactly what we got to talk next. And I'm glad you're here because I want to see if this guy is gonna, Joseph Randle the situation. And what I mean that is, EA, is I want to see if he's going to, if I can quote Joseph Randle correctly, leave some meat on the bone while you're here.
Okay, sure.
In the studio.
You know where the beach is too.
So we're gonna talk Uncle Sean and Mavs next right here on DallasCenter.com.